Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, your solution to fashion. And if this is your first time watching my video or you've been watching but you're not subscribed, I advise that you hit the subscribe button there and turn the notification bell on. I always ask you to do that because if you don't do that, you won't know when I drop a video. It's only when you subscribe and you turn your notification bell on that you'll be notified whenever I drop a video and you come watch. So today I'm going to do a very simple video, and if you look here, I have two different caps. I call it cap. These are not English caps. These are more or less like our native caps. You know, this is one here. This is one right here. Yeah, this one right here. You see, and this is another one. You see, this one is bent. When it's bent to one side, when you wear it, you see, you wear it to now bend it to one side. You see, it looks so fine. If you free it, having something like this, you see. So I am going to teach us how to sew this very one today. In this video, I'll teach us how to design this very fine native cap. In our next video, I'll show how to design this one. This one too is quite simple, but we'll start with this one first today. So today I'm going to show you how to design this cap right here. If I try it on, you'll see that it's looking so fine. Let me try it on. You see? So how fine it's looking. Aha! So I'm going to teach us how to design this very cap right here. It's very simple. Within few minutes, we'll be done designing it. So hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell on, and follow me as we do this. Thank you. So our points from one point to the other is a gap of 5 inches. From one point to the other is a gap of 5 inches. So we're going to mark 5 inches from one point to the other. I'm going to mark 5 inches to the end of the fabric, that is 5 inches, and then we are going to join the dots together. So our design will be from dot to dot, from this dot to the other one. Is basically a zigzag design for now. So you can see we are done joining the dots, and you can see what we have. Now the next thing for us to do is for us to mark the center of these points, and we know the points are 5 inches apart, so the center that will be 2.5 inches. That will be the center. 2.5 inches marks the center. So we're going to mark the center of all the dots, which is 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches. That's what we're going to do. 2.5 inches. So we're going to mark to the end 2.5 inches all the way to the end. 2.5 inches. Okay, that's it. So the next thing we're going to do is to join these dots together just like we did initially. We join them from dot to dot all the way to the end. This is a designer's machine. The straight sewing machine cannot give you this. So the next thing we're going to do now is to get the the topmost cover for the cap. That is what we need to do now, to get the topmost cover for the cap. Yes, and doing this, we have to consider the circumference of the cap, and this cap has a circumference of 22.2. Yes, that is if you don't know what circumference is, or let's say that is the round of the person's head. That is, we measure the head round. The person's head is as big as 22.2 inches. So we will get in 6 there, has given us a circumference of 22. 6 times 4 is 22, and that will be okay. So after applying gum to it, we'll cut our lining to be the same size rather, and the gum we applied there is it's a normal strong gum, hard gum. Yes, so now we'll cut our lining to take the same shape of the material, to take the same shape of the cover, pocket cap cover. So we'll still cut our lining for the main body of the cap. We'll still cut our lining for the main body of the cap. Cut it to be the same size, the same length with the cap. Yeah, so we'll now go to the machine and see how we join it together. So first of all, we sew our lining to the pocket cover. Now we are sewing using the gum, the size of the gum inside. If you watch, I'm sewing it on 1/2 inch because the black material is bigger than the size of the gum by 1/2 inch. If you watch the way I trimmed it, so I'm going to sew it to assume the shape of the gum, and trimming it, I'm going to trim it until I see the gum before I stop trimming. I'm going to trim it until I see the gum, until I see the edges of the gum I used inside before I stop trimming. That is when I will know that the shape I have is exactly what I need to work with. So just watch carefully. So we'll also attach our lining to the cap. You see I folded the cap in by 1/2 inch. So we are going to now sew our lining and turn it inwards. Just watch. And before you know, we are done. It's quite simple making this kind of cap. It's not as hectic as the other one. Is a bit much more complicated than this one. I showed you 2 caps from the beginning of this video. The other one is a bit more complicated. This one is quite simple and straightforward. So we'll match outside just for it to be very solid. Yes. Just follow carefully, and before you know it, we are done. Trim off that excess there. And then we will go ahead now to join our cap. Using the circumference of the customer's head, like the size. So for this customer, his head is as big as 22.2 inches. So we'll measure with our tape to locate his size before we can go ahead to sew. So 22.2, that should be giving you 11.1. So that's what we're going to use there to we're going to sew on 11.1. Just follow. And the wideness of the design on that cap is actually user defined, or designers defined rather. So we will press it, open it and press so as to get a very flat seam allowance, so as to give it a very good shape. So open it and press properly. So we turn the lining inwards. See that? Our cap is almost there. You see? Almost done with our cap. You see, it's already taking shape. And you see how simple, how flat, and how good it's looking. You can check it out. Very simple and straightforward. Simple and straightforward. We'll trim off a little of that lining. Reduce it. Yeah, trim it off a little. It's too excess. So what we're going to do next is to apply hemming gum to prevent the lining from pulling out. Yeah, so we're going to apply hemming gum inwards to prevent the lining from pulling out. Yeah, so right there, apply hemming gum, sprinkle water, and give it a good pressing so as to gum it completely to the dress, to gum the lining and the fabric together. So we'll do that at some two or three joint places, locations. So as to have it gum together to prevent the lining from pulling out. Now it's easy for the lining to pull out when you wear the cap if you don't gum it like this, but doing this will give the cap a very good shape, and you won't have issues with the lining pulling out. And once we're done with that, we finish the cap. This is quite simple and interesting. You can do quite a lot of them in a day. It won't take you much. You see, the lining cannot pull out. You see, cannot pull out. So quickly, let's get over to the machine and finish our cap. This is quite simple. All you need to do is just to be very careful and be accurate. That's all with your measurement, because if you're not accurate with your measurement and it ends up being too tight or too loose for the customer you're making it for, that's when you have a challenge, having to open it and adjust and do all of that. So you need to be sure and that your measurement is accurate. Once your measurement is accurate, you're good to go. So we trim off, finally do the final trimming before we join our top cap cover. Remember, we designed it before, so we'll join it now. There we go. This is second to the last step that we need to do. You see that side, like if you look at that pocket cover, it's spherical. Sorry, the cap cover, it's spherical. You know, it's not round. It's not round. It's spherical. So we are going to sew in a way that the joint line, when you cover the cap, that line will be at the back. That is why we are focusing the line on one of the edges. So you see, we are done with this. Just need to run the line twice to ensure that it is tight enough. That's all. So the next thing we do is to weave. Go to our weaving machine and weave it properly. Weave it properly. You see, we have finished our weaving, and there you go. We have our wonderfully looking cap. You see, we're done. It's quite simple, and you can actually do it without wasting time. You can see how good it's looking. Very simple and clean. So if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, I advise that you hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on. You can wear this on a black native, can wear on a white native, a black and white native, and it will really match. It will really match. It's actually very simple but classic native cap. So I believe my videos are helping you to learn. I so much appreciate you. Yes, you that is watching right now. Thank you for watching my videos, and if there's anything at all you want me to make a video on, you can let me know. You can DM me, you can drop a comment, you can just get across to me. My number is always there. Let me know that yes, you need a video on this particular thing, and by the grace of God, I will do that. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it.